I can say this with 100% no fear of any backlash or criticism. John Walker is my Captain America. Really quick, if you haven't seen the extended Zemo cut that the Marvel YouTube channel released of him dancing in the club, you should go watch that. I mean, you should probably be watching anything other than this garbage channel, but, here we are. Here we are. Anyways, I have been loving watching John Walker's slow descent into just a psychotic breakdown, and I can relate to him on such a spiritual level. I feel like it's about time we had a Captain America that just viciously used his shield to just wreck someone's shit. Honestly, I'm sad we didn't get a little more intense with it. I was hoping we were going to see him just straight up decapitate the guy and then his head roll down the steps, and that would have been absolutely hilarious. John Walker is like the everyday man Captain America, and I'm going to be really upset because you know what's going to happen. Sam and Bucky are going to stick their noses in it, and they're going to try to get his shield taken away and his status as Captain America because they're super jelly. And it's just really disappointing. I'm already disappointed in you, Sam and Bucky. Maybe you should aspire to be like John Walker. Now, I don't blame John at all for taking the super soldier serum because I would too. I mean, just for the health benefits alone. Like, hello? Of course you'd want to take it. I wouldn't want to take it because I want to decapitate people with a shield, necessarily. But for the health benefits. I wouldn't mind taking the one Steve took, though, so I could, bulk up. Because, man, I really love lifting heavy shit and setting it down. And I'd kind of like to look that way, too. Okay, I absolutely called Battlestar being killed and then John Walker going crazy, so it was on my bucket list to be right for once, and I can finally check it off. I was going on 6 decades coming up real soon, and I was starting to get worried. Speaking of the super soldier serum, though, I really love that Sam is able to go toe-to-toe with super soldiers. Of course, he's been around a couple, but the fact that he's just not getting smacked around, he can use his equipment to counter them, I really like to see personally. I do like that Sam agrees with Karli, and I do agree with her reasoning. The snap happened, humanity came together, worked together, though of course we know that wouldn't happen given our own world. We've already seen something bad happen and we all just act like spoiled children, so it's nice that this is a fantasy series, because if the Thanos snap happened in our world. But then for 50% to come back and everyone to become divided again and the world go back to the shithole it was, yeah, I would be pretty pissed too. I'd also be upset if I built this living, I built this world, we all were coming together for 5 years, and then all of a sudden, oh, nope, it's all gone, sorry. Now you don't have food, you don't have shelter, you're displaced, we're not worried about you, we're worried about the people that were gone during the snap. I would say tying people up and burning them alive is perhaps the wrong way to go about it, but I do understand her anger and wanting to make a point. Unfortunately, by doing that, she's going to get more extremists to her cause instead of people that genuinely want to make the world a better place. You get the people that just want to cause destruction for destruction's sake because something deep inside them is broken and we don't give enough adequate mental health. I'm really happy Zemo got away, and I would be perfectly happy if we don't see him again for the rest of this series, and then he pops up in a future MCU series or maybe movie. I'd be down for a Bucky Sam combo movie, and then the Baron pops back up, and he has a lot more influence and, gadgets and such with all his money and his status, so I would be 100% down for that. Still don't like Sharon. Every time Sharon pops up, I guess she's only popped up twice now, but when she popped up this episode, I went, please God, just let this be a brief interaction, and thankfully it was. She's not doing it for me. I'm sorry, if you're a Sharon lover, that is fantastic, and I hope she just, she floats your boat so fucking hard. I don't like her. I'm kind of wondering with 2 episodes left in the series, how we're going to draw it to a close. I really hope they don't kill Karli. I really hope the Flag Smashers just aren't taken out. I mean, not like there's a lot of the super soldier flag smashers left anymore, but she gets to, one, she's a badass redhead, and we need more badass redhead representation because the MCU seemed to take away a lot of our redheads, you bastards. But I'd like to see her continuing on and maybe pop up somewhere else and just not straight be killed. So here are my predictions, and I'm hoping if I just make enough of them, one's gonna be right. 1. Zemo shows up and ends up capping Carly's ass. 2. John Walker's taken down by the super jelly Sam and Bucky and loses his status as Captain America, and Sam then becomes Captain America. 3. Bucky becomes Sam's sidekick and it just burns his little asshole. 4. Sharon dies in a fiery explosion and we never see her again. 5. The Power Broker is a super big cameo, and we see it in episode 5, who it is, and it blows our mind. 6. Isaiah goes out of retirement and has a hand-to-hand battle with Carly. And finally 7, episode 6 is just an entire 53 minutes of Zemo dancing. I give this episode 7 out of 10 T-Rexes. That means absolutely jack shit, so if the number upsets you, I don't know. I'd say I'm worried about you, but I'm worried about everyone. Humans are a bit silly.